Hello everyone and welcome to the series of Meet the Speaker. Today I'm in Montreal with my good friend Sebastien. How are you doing, Seb?
Pretty good. What about you, Vlad?
Doing really good.
Awesome.
It's actually really weird for us to be in the same room alone and speak to each other in English.
Yeah, that's kind of very weird, but I think we'll be able to do some good stuff here.
For those of you that don't know, in Montreal we mostly speak French. I mean, there's big percentage of English, bigger percentage of French.
Definitely.
And while in the office, I mean at Valo, we usually speak English.
Yeah.
Us two, it's usually only French. So
yeah, it's kind of our secret language here.
So other people don't understand what we talk about. So Seb, can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a bit, like, for how long you've been fighting with SharePoint?
So my full name is Sebastien Levert. I am a Office Development MVP since now approximately 5 years. I've been playing with SharePoint since 2006, so 2006, so basically since 13 years now.
Passes by fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah, it's been a while. I've been doing mainly development on the platform. So I've been ASP.NET coder in the past, and then I transitioned to SharePoint as my official gig when I started to work.
Okay, so you went in school, computer science, pure .NET, and what brought you to SharePoint?
One question. I got asked in an interview, do you know anything about SharePoint? And I wanted the job. So I said, yeah, I think I know stuff about that. Like, cool, you start on Monday. So first day on Monday, I was doing info path forms that had nothing to do with my computer science degree, which started very awkwardly. It was really weird. But since then, I got to play with the nice and less nice bits of the SharePoint platform.
I think that's called agile interviewing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We got to coin a term for that.
Exactly, saying yes to everything.
And when did you start speaking in SharePoint? Because you've been doing events for a few years now. Like,
yeah.
How did you get started and what was your first event?
So first event was actually here in Montreal, was a user group. Here we call it the Montreal SharePoint user group, which was, I think, on a topic on how to use jQuery to get some data from SharePoint lists or something like that. Like really, I would say today kind of the vintage type of technology.
It could have been worse. Could have been InfoPath.
It could have been InfoPath. But I did that here in Montreal, all in French, which was my first community speaking. Then bigger conferences came up. And my first, I would say, international or English conference, which at the SharePoint Saturday Ottawa, where we did a DevOps session over there on how to automate SharePoint deployments using DevOps. And that, I would say, was the most scary conference I ever did.
First time presenting in English?
Exactly. First time having English-speaking people in front of me. And that was really interesting. That was awesome though, because that basically kicked me in the butt to do my stuff, to learn, to present, and now today I basically only speak English with my customers and my colleagues, so that kind of helped me out.
Awesome. We actually met first time at an event at the at the first SharePoint Saturday in Montreal, at the ETS, which for those of you who don't know, it's a local engineering, I guess, school.
Exactly.
Yeah, and actually we met there 2 weeks later. You're interviewing me for a job, the technical interview.
Exactly. So yeah, good old times here.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about going to events. You never know what's going to happen, right?
Exactly. You always have the opportunity to land a new job or to lose one. Depends.
Yeah. You've always been an Office Dev MVP, or you were a SharePoint before, or .NET?
I've done everything.
Everything.
I've done everything. Always in the SharePoint space. So I started as an Office 365 MVP.
Okay.
When that was still a thing. Then that got transitioned to the Office Servers and Services MVP. So I got transitioned to this category. And since I think 3 years now, I've been transitioned to Office Dev. All the time was always Dev contribution. So never really been anything else. But there was no hats to give me, so they gave me the best hat they could find.
Yeah, so it's doing the same thing, different titles.
Exactly. That's how you progress.
And now let's talk a bit about SharePoint conferences. I think you did a few more than I did. Which one was your first one?
So actually my first one was 2012. 2012
I was not there at that one.
Yeah, so 2012 was Bon Jovi edition.
I've heard stories.
In a freaking cold Las Vegas. That was extremely weird. Beginning of November, I think.
Okay.
Packing just shorts, bad move.
Yeah.
Really, really, really bad move. So I was like, coming from Montreal, from the north, I think I'm gonna go to Las Vegas and it's gonna be the full summer experience.
Yeah.
Nope. So it was like 4 or 5 degrees or Celsius degrees, which is like 40 something Fahrenheit, and it was just a mess for me. Amazing experience that I had though, because it was my first real contact with the overall SharePoint community. You know, you're following people online, you're chatting with them on Twitter, you're having discussion on threads, on whatever forums you're using, and now you have the chance to basically have a beer with them,
meet them in person,
chat with them in person, really have the full Connect experience, which today still serves me really well, because people that I met at that time now are my friends that I meet when I go to Microsoft. So that's really, really, really cool.
Awesome. And you've been at SharePoint Conference 2014, I guess, which was...
I was not in 2014.
Not in 2014.
Yeah, I was not in 2014. Actually, I was supposed to, and I had to bail out. Afterwards, well, there was
a break?
4 years hiatus that has over there. I was there for...
You read the blog post from Bill.
Yes, I did. Then I was there last year for 2018, which was, for me, a really, really, really good way of restarting the brand, restarting the experience, because I don't think there's anything like SharePoint Conference in the world. I've been traveling all over the world, from South Africa to Europe to Asia to North America, and SharePoint Conference is just SharePoint.
Not just the number of sessions, just the atmosphere, everybody being focused on the same topic, the quality of conversations, the number of Microsoft people.
The excitement, the fact that everyone, the day of the first keynote, everyone is sitting on their bench and they're like,
what are they going to announce?
What's going to happen? What will be the next big thing? And last year, I think they actually did a pretty big announcement.
Did you expect VR in SharePoint?
Nobody was expecting VR in SharePoint. And still today, we're like, okay, we want to know more.
Yeah.
Because I feel that this is an amazing scenario. I think we need to kind of smooth it out and understand a little bit better what's going to happen with that. But I do believe that this was one of the biggest announcements that Microsoft might have ever done in the productivity space.
It's been a while since they did something that big.
Exactly.
What do you think they're going to announce this year? Any guesses?
It's hard to tell now with the rhythm of the cloud. The announcements are quite it's like
every month.
Exactly, but it's like rolling out, and it's actually pretty okay. The biggest issue is that I feel that the biggest announcement will be a left field thing that nobody will see coming, exactly like VR last year. So let's go with a very, very crazy stuff. Let's pretend that, I don't know. I actually don't know. I have no clue.
You're out of ideas?
I'm out of ideas. I would like to see VR being shipped as a preview.
Actually shipped in production.
In May this year. Yeah, there you go. I want to be able not only to go to the booth and try the lens on and do something.
You want to order one at the office and actually play with it.
Exactly. I like to build stuff using that.
Awesome. And other than announcements, what are you most excited about for SharePoint Conference?
Well, for sure there will be. I can't wait for the party. I can't wait to know what's going to be the party. I think it's a big part of the SharePoint Conference. It has been always a huge part of it. So really, really, really looking forward to the party. I miss the community. It's been a while. I've been traveling actually. Even though
you slowed down a bit.
Exactly. Even though I've been traveling a lot last year, it's been at least 3 months now that I was here based in Montreal. So I can't wait to see the community again. That's going to be very, very exciting. and Vegas. I can't really hide that I'm a Vegas fan. So can't wait to go. I think May is the perfect moment for Vegas. It's not like the high peak season.
Too hot yet.
Even though it is.
Yeah, but not July like Vegas.
Exactly. So can't wait to be there in May. Super excited about this conference. Can't wait to take the plane and land in Vegas with my small luggage and have a bit of a party.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, Seb. And well, I'll see you again in 2 minutes when we have a meeting together.
Awesome. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.